Okay. I want to see how this will look. Testing, testing, 1 2 1 2. How does this look on YouTube? I don't like how that looks. Oh, that is so strange. Oh, that is so strange. Uh, okay, there we go. Well, now you know what we're discussing today. There we go. But yes, now whether or not you care for the discussion going on is a whole different story. But now you know what we're discussing today. I was trying to do something. Yeah. Let me go ahead and copy the stream link. The Maui Waui. Okay, first let's do live. But I haven't even started live on the TikTok side, have we? Yeah, not yet. We're about to do in a little bit, just not yet. Yeah. Let's go ahead and move this. Oh no, it's just what I sent on the Discord is so funny. They're gonna hate me for it, but that's why I do it. Okay, all right. Now where were we? Testing, 1 2. Let me make sure the sound does work though. Okay. Okay, the sound works. Okay. Looks like we're all good and running. Okay, we're firing on all cylinders. Let's go ahead and start the live. We can go ahead and start it like this. I want to change that. We're not doing a game right now. Yeah. This is what we're doing. Should we also like, you know what? We'll do the start stream. We'll just go ahead and do this, okay? Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. Yeah. And then. Can I speak? Damn. All right. Oh.
Put some hoes in him like a damn cheese grater. Clean cut in this bitch, I'm a lifesaver. Too much game, no lightning, McQueen bitch. I pull shit like my damn name made her. All black fit, fuck a Darth Vader. I'm like, go see how I'm coming after the paper. Everything I do, they jacket just like a blazer. Got them all appalled, they shop.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at it again.
Better yet,
who
are you?
Who are
I
you?
be in the cut like I got me in the balloon. I think I'm a creature was born in the Black Lagoon. Bills on me blue,
Alright,
like a
make sure
bruise.
everything's all
Better
set.
yet, who are you? I be in the cut like I got me in the balloon. I think I'm a
what's up?
creature
Is
was born in the Black
that's not
Lagoon.
Vix, is it?
Wavy like water, I'm the
That's not
Loch
Vix,
Ness.
right?
Why you
Nah,
like to
that's
copy
somebody
me
else.
among
That's
us in
somebody
Austin? I'm not from the south, I
think
pull
that's
up in a
Vix.
flying saucer. I am 1 of 1, I ain't on no bitch roster. I'm Mr. Get It Done, son of a gun.
Son of a
Told you
gun.
I'm in all black, looking like a
Okay. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back. What's up, Onion Helmet? I don't think I've seen you before. You must be new here. Yo, True Chookums. Oh yeah, no, that's definitely Vix. Hey, darling, how you doing? Yeah, no, that's definitely Vix. Yeah. Oh my gosh, how you been, Vix?
Hi.
I hope you're doing good. What's up, Cadence? How you doing? Okay, I missed you guys. I know you guys didn't miss me. I mean, you're probably wondering why is one of my sleeves rolled up. Now, I got OCD. No, I don't. But I do, okay? I don't mind my stuff being on my hand here. I just don't like stuff being on my hand here. Okay? It's weird like that, okay? Okay? I don't need anything here, but I don't mind things being here. Is that weird? Okay, that's OCD. Ignore the camera. I was recording something. Okay, if you want to go see that recording, make sure to go ahead and check out the if I say the word out loud, I might get banned. What's up, Head SpongeBob Stan? How you doing? Lonnie, what's up? How you doing? Welcome back, Lonnie. How you doing, Cadence? Hope you're doing good. And yeah, man, I missed you guys a lot. I honestly did miss you guys. But yes, everybody go ahead and tap the screen. I want to have like conversation. Vix, I want to talk to you, Vix. Vix, I got a question for you. Tell me whenever you're ready for the question. I got a question. Let me change the camera. No hello to me. Wow. Oh, my bad. Hi Ty. Abby. 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 I got a question for you, Abby. I have a question for you. But yes, my goal right here is to ask you guys questions because genuinely, I came to this realization this morning, right? And like I was thinking to myself, like, am I wrong though? Because like I
Vix
don't
is
think I'm
everywhere.
wrong. Vix is everywhere. Like I don't think I'm inherently wrong, right? So like I'm genuinely thinking, what if, right? Where you been Loca? Ah, shoo. I never been called Loca before. Is this how Risen works?
Everywhere.
Oh Lord, yeah, she is really everywhere. Oh Lord, have mercy. Okay, but yes, is this how like Risen works? I've never been Riz before. Thank you. uh, bro, that's from Twilight. I haven't seen Twilight in like 2 years. When was the last time I watched Twilight? There was this girl I liked. That's usually how things goes, right? That's usually how things goes. So there was this girl I liked, and she said she wanted to like have a movie date with me. So I said, sure. What would you like to watch? You know, me being the gentleman that I am. And she said Twilight. It's like, oh, okay. I mean, like, I'll watch it because of you. We ended up watching all 3 movies. Yeah. But, you know, it is what it is. I watched it this year. I think you mean this year. This year, it's a must to watch every year. Really? You think Twilight is a must watch? Wave Bless. Yo, do you remember me? What was your name before it was Wave Bless? Because I don't think your name was always Wave Bless. Do you remember me? What? Isn't that a song? R6? Of course I remember R6. R6 is here every stream. Of course, was here every stream. Of course I remember R6. Hey, you had like the yellowish profile picture? Bro, of course. Hey, I missed you, R6. How you been? Yeah. Man, dang, R6 used to be here all the time. Shouts out to R6, for real, bro. R6 is amazing. Yeah, because Netflix take it off every year and put it back around September. Is that a real thing? Is like, are you for real? Is that like a real thing? Does Netflix really do that? Is that? Yeah, I feel like you just made that up. Life, hey, catch me up on life, man. Like, catch me up on that. How's life been for you? But yes, I do got a question for you, Vix and Cadence and Ty and R6. It's gonna be so weird calling you Wave Blessed. I can drive now. What? Wait, really? Like for real, for real? Like you can drive? Oh shoot! Hey, everybody, everybody, go back home. Don't go outside. There's a dangerous person driving. Don't go outside, guys. Yeah, nah, I can't trust the streets with you driving. But yes, guys, go ahead and like the stream. By the way, let's try to get to 5K likes. Everybody, like, tap the screen right now. Okay? Your thumbs are meant for something. Tap in the screen. What is Vix's profile picture? I can't even see that very well. I'm all the way over here. You know what I should probably do? Should I turn on my blinds? Y'all want to see me like be sun kissed? Hold on. I got blind. Okay, this is not what I expected. I thought I would look handsome. I look blind. Anyways, now where were we? Okay. See,
Damn bro is sun smooched.
I don't think that's what happened. I think I got sun harassed. Okay. Damn, it's golden hour. What do I feel like that's? I'm thinking of golden shower. Never mind. I was gonna say, why do I feel like that's inappropriate? Yeah, I'm thinking of golden shower. Everybody, ignore what I just said.
What?
Ignore what I just said. Anyways,
What?
yes, it's golden hour. It's golden hour. It's yeah. Anyways, you guys are distracting me. Okay, stop. This is you. It's your fault. Stop distracting me. Specifically you. Okay. Damn. Let me focus. Now, where was I? Realism. Oh my gosh, I haven't realism. I gotta interview you again. But anyways, how's everybody been though? I hope you guys are all doing good. Sarah, hey. Hey Sarah, hope you're doing well. Hope you're taking good care of yourself. But yes, I hope everybody's been doing well. I got a question, right? Recoil. Why you change your name to Recoil? I don't. Now I gotta remember Waved Blessed, R6, and Recoil. I don't like that I have to remember all these names.
I am freezing my little cotton socks off over here.
Why? Why are you frozen? Like, are you outside? Oh, like go inside. Go out. You want me to warm you up? Do you feel warmer? Like I I don't know how. Okay, I hope that worked.
Not with that breath.
Oh, okay. I don't know why. I don't know why you have to be rude like that. Like, it didn't call for you to be rude. Sarah, how you been? I hope you guys are doing it. I was about to say that. Wow, but like, why y'all like some haters? You know what? I have a question for you guys. Why can't I be surrounded by people who genuinely show love? Why am I always surrounded by people who are always so hateful, always so mean? Like, and they never tap the screen. Yes, I'm looking at you. Yes, you with the bangs.
My PFP is my puppies.
No,
by
no,
the
the
way
other
I
person with the
couldn't
bangs.
see it.
Yeah, you. Specifically you. Jeez. Man, pissing me off. My PFP is my puppies, by the way. I couldn't see it. Ah, BRB. Okay, see you later. But anyways, like I was saying, the fact that you guys don't tap the screen, pisses me off, bro. Like, this is why I don't like. This is why I don't like you specifically. Yes, yes. You've always wondered, does he care about me? The answer is no. No, I do not. Bro, I only tap the screen. Except Wave Blast. I like Wave Blast. Wave Blast is really cool.
Dog, you know how much I be tapping that shish.
I'm gonna send you cringe TikTok. Oh, wow. Okay. I see. I'm being threatened now. I'm being threatened now. I don't like that I'm being threatened. This guys. I feel uncomfortable. Well, I'm cleaning, so I can't tap the screen. So Sai bow. Why she being so rude? And I do be tapping the screen when I'm not busy. Why she being so rude, bro?
Those Rose and Tay back look pretty.
Oh, and the bat. Oh, okay. I was like, what roses do you see? Yeah, those ones. Oh yeah, those are pretty. Is it really that clear? I thought like the background would be like blurry or something for you guys. Can you guys really see it that clearly? Huh? All of them, but I just gotta let you know that. Okay. Don't get dementia. I don't have dementia. I'm not that old. I am old. I'm not that old though. But can I have a conversation with you? If you're cool with it. I generally do want to know though. Do you think people are evil? I think humans are born evil. I think inherently it's in our nature. I think humans are evil. But I am curious though. What do you think? Because I came to the conclusion, and I'll go more into detail when you guys request up. Hopefully, you guys do request up. But yes, I came to the conclusion that I do believe humans are evil.
Erdurig remind M of Megamind.
Was that necessary? Was that necessary? Did you have to do that? Did you have to do that, Vix? Jeez, man. Anyways, like I was saying, guys, I genuinely think humans are evil. I don't see. I'll go more into details with that. FWJ, I remember you. The thing is, I don't remember if you're somebody that pisses me off. But I'm gonna get you up here. I haven't been live in so long that I keep forgetting the people who piss me off because I don't care to remember them.
1392 likes and Tay past few minutes and you on apt we don't tap the screen SMH.
Exactly. Tell him, Vix. Exactly. Anyways, yeah, you tell him, Vix. Yo, what's up? I Okay, so that's not a bad thought. So correct me if I'm wrong. Your thought is that people aren't evil people are raised to be evil. Is that what you're saying? Okay, so I will tell you why I disagree with that, and you can tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, so I believe humans are inherently evil simply due to the fact that we are born with the ideas of self-preservation and being selfish. Now, self-preservation states that, hey, I want to survive, and that's normal, okay? You want to survive, so you eat food. You want to survive, so you unalive other creatures so that you can gain, like their meat and resources and stuff. Like you destroy plants and stuff so you can eat them. That's cool. But that also creates a selfishness. You want something. So sometimes you say, I want to live, so I will choose to live rather than have my neighbor live. I will eat all the food so they don't get any so that I can live longer. You outlive them. That's where self-preservation becomes selfishness. Now, where does self-preservation becoming selfishness become evil is where I want all the things for myself. I want all the girls for myself. I want all the food for myself. But then I also don't want somebody to steal my stuff. So I will say I won't steal your stuff so that you don't steal my stuff. And then we will have somebody implement those laws and enforce it. That's where you get society. We are inherently evil. However, we are raised to be
Is
societal.
self-preservation just the natural state of the world?
Self-preservation is the natural state of humans, not the... Actually, no. Okay, I'll go more into details with that. So you're not necessarily wrong. But yes, so I think humans are born evil. We're taught to be good. That's what I think happens. And obviously certain evil extremes are taught. Now let me go ahead and answer your question, Astrophil. But before I do, I want to get what FJW thinks about what I just said. I think we are born evil because we want to live due to ourselves. Oh, okay, damn. That's not what I expected. Okay. Okay.
Bro, evil
Okay,
is a
fair enough.
strong word first of all. Aren't you a man of God?
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get into that specifically after I answer Astrophil. Okay. So yes, I am. I mean, a man. Well, what do you mean by man of God? Okay. Am I a man who believes in God? Yes, I'm a man who believes in God. Okay. But I think there might be like a difference, like Twitch chat. That is Twitch chat who's talking. But yes. So Astrophil, you said is self-preservation just the natural state of the world? Yes and no. The reason why I say that is the natural state of the world.
Vixie numero uno is back.
Okay, cool. Anyways, the natural state of the world is human nature. And no, sorry. The natural state of the world is the meaning of life. The meaning of life is simple. Survival of the fittest. Be fruitful and multiply. Become the best version of whatever yourself is and then multiply that. That is what the meaning of life is. So the natural state of life is whatever you are, do the best at it, adapt and overcome. It's Darwin's fish theory. It's all over every religious book. It's ingrained in our DNA. That's why we run faster. That's why we get adrenaline, survive, and then be better, and then improve. We break limits. It's our whole thing. So you can also say that's self-preservation, but I think survival is the natural state of the world. Survival. TTS not on. I should be. Let me try it again. Try it again. Let's see.
Your argument is the same as the priest in Vinland Saga.
I haven't gotten that far in Vinland Saga. I don't know who the priest is in Vinland Saga. But could you tell me more about it? IFUY. Thank you so much for joining the stream. But yes, I think the natural state of the world is to self-preserve, and we just do better ourselves.
Whoa, another YT chatter.
Vix is not used to this. But yes, I'm curious though. Tell me what you guys think. Like, do you guys disagree? Hey, Yaya, it's been a minute. How you been? Griffin Butler, what's up? Hello. Yes, but yes. So I generally do think humans are not inherently good people. We are just thought to be good people. Good. How about you? I'm doing good. I'm a little hungry. I should have ate before I streamed, but I'm doing good. I have food here just in case though. Ty, ask him to turn TTS on for everyone. Okay, how about this? FJW, try TTS right now and see if you have it.
At what point does it change from being survival of the fittest to being self-perseverance?
Self-perseverance I think you mean the word self-preservation, right? Okay, so it first starts off as That's a very good question, by the way. So you first start off as survival of the fittest. If you're wondering why I'm closing my eyes, it's because I'm thinking and imagining. Okay, it starts off as survival of the fittest, where it becomes
Hi.
self-perseverance, and self-preservation is where you prioritize yourself. Let me go more into details of that. Survival of the fittest states, hey, I have these legs and I have hamstrings on my legs, and my legs are built so that I'm bipedal to run faster and survive and outrun the predators that are coming at me. That's why humans are bipedal and we're great runners. Self preservation becomes, I am going to run faster than my human neighbor so that they get eaten by the predator and distract the predator so that I can survive. Survival of the fittest becomes self-preservation when you prioritize yourself first. You say, me and my kids will live. And for example, whenever you're buying food, right? You buy it for you and your kids first. You don't say, I'm going to go ahead and buy it for everyone and then leave my kids. You take care of your own and then eventually your kids. That's self-preservation. That's
But that
where
isn't
survival.
evil.
No, I never said that was evil. That's a good thing. Here's where it becomes evil when you don't put a cap on it. When you say, I want me, I want more, I constantly want, because that our nature is to want. That's why we intrinsically desire things. Okay. You say, I want food. I am going to store all the food so that I survive. My neighbor is also storing food. We will both store food so that we survive. At some point there won't be enough food for the both of us. So I either unalive him or I keep all the food to myself. That's where the evil part may come in. And then you may say, well, it's a matter of perspective. Sure, you can argue that. But here's the fun part. Okay, here's the interesting thing.
So greed?
Greed, yes, greed can come out of actually, greed does come out of self-preservation. It's the bedrock of yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, greed is birthed from self-preservation. That's a very good take. Um, Now this is how society is formed. You say, I want all the food from me. So I will take your food. But wait, I don't want you to take my food. So here's what we're going to do. I will take all the food, but not yours, and you will take all the food, but not mine. And then we will have
So you're
somebody
saying
implement
greed
those
and
laws.
vanity are evil.
Greed and vanity are evil, and greed and vanity are a natural byproduct of human nature. They're not an abstract thing. You don't need to teach someone to be greedy. They naturally will become greedy, because why not? You teach people to
Hello,
be
Truthy.
abstinence.
It's Mama Bear Jess.
Hey, Mama Bear Jess. You treat people to be abstinence. You treat people to self-control and do good. Yes, good is thought. Evil is inherent. It's a natural course of history. That's why wars happen so naturally. And you have to go out of your way to be kind. For example, revenge. The second somebody does you wrong, your first instinct is, I need to do them wrong. Your first instinct isn't, well, it happens. That's not how, no creature thinks that. We don't think it happens. We fight back. That's our first instance. And then you get taught to, hey, turn the other cheek or whatever, right? But yes, your thoughts good, but inherently are evil. What's up, Weston? How you doing? Hazard, hello. Yo, what's up? But yeah, I'm curious to know what you guys think about that. I honestly want to be wrong. I want to be wrong. I want to be. Oh, Sun Goddess, hello, how you doing? Yes, I don't always want revenge on people. I didn't say people always want revenge on people. I said that that's your first instinct, your first thought. Somebody does you wrong. What can I do to change that? Hey, Vix, the cake version of Vix, yes. But yeah, Weston, welcome back. How you doing? But yes, okay. Now, I wanted to delve into it more, right? At what point
Let me join. I have a different reasoning.
you have a different reason? Okay, let me go ahead and hear your reasoning. Okay. So I see what you mean. Okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Right. They can. No, good is a choice. Right. Okay, so I'm going to give you a scenario. Okay, I think good is a choice, and everybody can go ahead and correct me if they
When
think I'm
people
wrong.
join, we can't hear them on Twitch. IDK if
I'll
that's
fix that.
intentional or not.
No, I'll fix that. I'll fix that. That was not intentional. Thank you, Astrophil. I am glad you corrected me on that. Do you want to go ahead and repeat what you were saying so that the people on the TTV and the YouTube know what you said? Because I don't want them to mishear you. Okay, so I think it's the opposite of what you're saying. You're correct the opposite way. I think evil is not a choice, good is a choice. And I think weak people can't be good. I'll walk you through that train of thought. Weak people can't be good, only strong people can. Weak people inherently gravitate towards evil rather than good. They gravitate towards bad. Here's why I think that. In order to be good, you have to have a choice. Life is going to throw everything at you. Life isn't fair. Life has never been fair. To the degree of the fairness depends on the individual. Life is always going to throw things at you. Then you decide, life treated me badly and I could hurt other people and say, screw the world, or I could choose to make myself better. Not everybody has that choice. Uh, am I good now? Okay, yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I noticed I lagged too. Okay, so you first start off by saying I could choose to have revenge on the world because the world did me dirty. Life is not fair. I could choose to just sit around and rot and not do anything, or I could choose to do better. That choice to do better is the harder choice. So you go out of your way to do better. You go out of your way to say, even though I had a rough childhood, I don't want anybody else to have a rough childhood. So I'll go ahead and make sure that no kid has to starve. I'll donate to charity. That's the harder choice. That takes a strong will. That takes effort. The weaker option would be don't do anything. The weaker option says the world hurt me. I want to hurt it back. That's why we have school pew pew people. You know, the people who do the bad things in school. They say they bullied me, so therefore I'm trying to have revenge. You had the choice to say, I will make sure that nobody else has to go through this, so therefore I will try to spread good, but rather you decided to continue that cycle of hate. Weak people don't have a choice. Good people have a choice. So in order to do good, you have to be able to choose good. By nature, we are catered towards not choosing good. By nature, we're catered towards saying, whatever is meant for me is meant for me. Only me. If I don't know what's going on in Sudan, so I don't care about that little African kid that's starving. I like the food for me, and I'm gonna eat all the food I want. The second I see the kid, maybe sure I'll feel bad, but I'm still gonna want all the food for me. Unless you tell me, hey, this girl is gonna like you, so therefore give the food to the kid. Now I have an incentive to do good. Most of the good we do is because we're incentivized to do good. So, yeah. But not all good though. Some people do good out of their own heart, but not everybody. So, okay. hmm You are okay. You are You're mistaking curiosity and empathy for good. You can empathize and still be a horrible person. You can be curious and still be a horrible person. Babies pick up things because they're curious. Baby point at things because they're curious. You feel bad whenever you see somebody cry because you empathize. That does not mean you will care about them. It just means you empathize. Those are very different things. You used to be the person if you make me. Yes, I am that. I am still that person. Go ahead. I think good is a cultural concept. No, it's not. It's a. It's. I Okay, so what you're saying isn't wrong. You're using a different word. um some cultures define crime differently. Evil is unanimous wherever you go. Crime is different depending on where you go. Crime is defined by laws. Without laws, you wouldn't have a crime. You would just have uncomfortable things happening. Crime is defined by laws. So that's where laws come in with culture. Now, what I was saying is and so no, you are not born okay, so the word would be more so you are born with self-preservation. Self-preservation leads to selfishness, and selfishness uncapped becomes evil. So by continuation, you're born evil, it's then you choose to be good. That's why kids, whenever you take something for a kid, it cries. Kids want to eat. They don't care what they eat, they want to eat. They want to sleep, they don't want to be uncomfortable. When you tell a kid, no, I don't want to play ball, they start to cry. Eventually, you teach the kid, hey, kid, in order for things to go well, sometimes you have to let other people get what they want, and sometimes you get what they want, or else that kid will never have friends. So then you teach the kid how to cooperate in society, telling them if you don't cooperate in society, you will be alone. Some kids don't learn that. Some kids say, fine, I will only do it so that I can manipulate people. That's where you get sociopaths and psychopaths. Some people say, okay, so I will go ahead and decide to play hide and seek today so that tomorrow my friends will want to play tag with me. Because I want to play tag, but I can't do that because they don't want to play tag. See? We cooperate with people.
In your thesis, weak people gravitate towards evil because that is where they find a form of power. Have you considered how much society and setting have in influencing people to become evil? I believe in nature versus nurture, and that both nature and how you are brought up are directly responsible for developing someone's character, i.e., if the environment you grow up in or the people around you are evil, you will be influenced to become like them.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. No, it's not a generic characteristic. It's a natural resolution. Self-preservation is a genetic characteristics, and selfishness is a result of self-preservation. And then evil is a byproduct of uncapped selfishness. So yet you are by extension, keyword extension, born evil. Evil is your cousin that you're going to meet eventually unless someone stops you. I don't know why I just got a phone call. But yes, no, you are born to naturally progress towards evil without any cap until society comes in and then society says, hey, no.
We still can't hear them, so sorry if I interrupted
We still
the
can't
guest.
hear them? I don't think he's talking right now. Are you talking right now? Oh, wait, he is. Okay, wait, hold on. My bad. Let me go ahead and... There we go. I can hear you now. My bad. That was on my end. Can you guys not hear them? You guys should be able to. I don't know. They're saying they can't. Vix, can you double check to make sure the audio works? I think you guys should be able to hear them on the TTV, right?
Yeah, you should be able to hear me. Man, I'm just debating.
He's pretty good at it too. He's pretty good at it. Are you
Try
on the
my
debate team
best.
in school? Jay with an A. What's this? That's an interesting name. Hello, welcome to the stream. Yo, Vix, can you or Ty?
Now we can.
Now we can? Oh, that's interesting. Really? So you couldn't at first. Interesting. Okay. Aiden, what's up? How you doing? Yassine. Oh, I haven't seen Yassine in a minute. What's up, Yassine? But yes, what were you saying before I interrupted you? Unless you want to leave room for somebody else to get up here.
If humans were born evil, babies would naturally prefer harmful behavior, but they
do naturally prefer harmful behavior. Why do you think kids hate?
But how do they naturally prefer harmful behavior if they do all this good stuff for like people and they pick up stuff? I know you said it's curiosity, but
thank you for the follow.
They pick up stuff and like they do all this stuff at a young age. How is that considered evil?
Okay. I will go ahead and specify again. You are born with self-preservation. That self-preservation means you want to survive. You want. That want later extends to selfishness. Self-preservation breeds selfishness. Selfishness eventually, uncapped, leads to evil. So here would be an example. A baby wants to live. It's going to cry whenever it's uncomfortable so that you are focused on taking care of it, and then it eventually, develops ways to live. Once the baby is able to function and communicate, it states, I want this. I want candy because candy is good. I constantly want this. I want this. I want that. Once you tell the baby, no, you can't have this, the baby starts to frown. It starts to look at you saying, no, 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 no. You're stopping me from getting what I want. That's not good. What I want is good. You stopping me is not good. That's the natural course any creature will have. That's why when you try to take things from a dog, it says, whoa, chill out. I don't want you to take this away from me. That's why cats try to scratch you whenever you try to take things away from them. People don't like it when you stop them from doing what they naturally want, and kids naturally want more things. So then you tell them, hey, you have to listen to me. I am the adult. You're the kid. Listen to me. That is how good things happen. And if you listen to me, I will give you a stuffed animal or something. You eventually positively reinforce the kid. That's the word. Positive reinforce the kid to teach them to be good. But yes, by nature, we develop towards selfishness and we develop towards evil by nature. If you don't teach that kid to listen and you teach that kid to just take whatever they want, they will only become evil. Why would they listen to anybody in society?
Again, I feel like that goes towards the environment they grew up in.
Yes, yeah. 100%, 100% correct. The environment. That's why I said whenever your selfishness is uncapped, you then become evil. But you have to cap it. You have to teach them, hey, I want to steal. I don't want my neighbor to steal from me, so we both will not steal from each other. Like, yo, bro, I like women. Do you like women? I'm sure you like women, right? The
Yeah, I
more
like
women, the
women.
better. Like, I want women for me. But I don't want you to take my women. So I won't take your women. So I'll keep my girl, you keep your girl. We just created a law. Now we need somebody to enforce that law. We just invented the police. And now we say it's a crime whenever you take my girl and I take your girl. See? We just invented a rule so that I will be good and you will be good. That's how
Alright, you
society
win.
works.
I'm out, bro.
Hey, no, you're good. You're good. You're good. Kids only take or steal if they were taught and not shown to do those things. So, yes, you're right. Uh, that was pretty cool. I just went into a whole conversation about how laws are invented. I didn't think I would go that far. I didn't think I would explain laws. That's cool. But Yassine, do you want to get up here? Meow meow meow. Okay, my bad. Meow 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 meow. Welcome to the stream. Let me go ahead and bring Yassine
I thought
up
I
here.
could win.
I mean, my goal is to be wrong. I want
Hicks
to
is
be wrong.
suffering bad Wi-Fi.
What's up, bro?
Oh, okay. What's
What's
up?
up, bro? I'm outside right now, but yeah, I saw this.
That meow
this,
meow is in fact another Wix.
and I agree with it completely. Right? I think if you would have asked me this, a year ago, I would have been, I would have disagreed with it.
Okay.
But the more thought I put into like these kind of questions, it's like it gets to a point where you prove yourself wrong, right? It's like I don't know. It's like I would like humans are born evil, right? It's the same thing you brought up of when you have a kid or there's a kid, right? He has selfish desires, right? And the guest you brought up something about an environment, right? Let's say you have a kid who has a bad environment, right? He will continue to become a bad person, right? Unless someone, even if someone later on tries to change him, it's like it's already stuck in his brain because at a young age it was not changed. You get what I'm saying?
Correct. Yeah.
But I agree with you completely on that.
It's not a bad thing though. I think us being born evil is a testament and a good thing for us as a society. Because think about it. We are born evil and yet we still give charity. We're born
Yeah.
evil, and yet we still come together as a community and say, I love you, you love me. We create songs, we create football teams, we create all these beautiful things, schools to raise people, parents stay in the house and take care of the kids. Despite the fact that we're innately evil, we still do all these good things. I think that says a lot for
What
who we
happens when
are.
the government and society is built to keep class stratification? A baby doesn't have a choice in whether they are born rich or poor, and yet society forces those factors on the child.
So you're talking about factors influencing people to be evil. I think okay, I don't in the scenario that I'm speaking of, factors would not influence the kid to be evil. They would accentuate or fast forward the kid being evil. They wouldn't influence it. You get influenced to do good. Now, whenever you obviously like get your brain written by your parents and you get told how to like act in public and stuff, you get given manners and whatnot, then you are influenced to be evil. Yes, you can unlearn evil, but you cannot unlearn self-preservation. Self-preservation is by nature. For example, if Yassine and I were to be hanging off a cliff, Yassine's natural first thought of development is I gotta save myself. He doesn't say we gotta get up here. Later he says we gotta get up here. But the first thought is I gotta get up here. I gotta save myself. Your first thought of self-preservation is your natural thought of self-preservation. And then you can decide to save somebody else. That's why whenever you get scared, you don't say, oh my gosh, guys, let's run. You start running. You don't wait till everybody else run. That's not what you do. No.
That's what I was gonna bring up. I was gonna say how even us now, we developed as people, right? Like even if you were born evil, you develop to have like these
That's what I do.
personalities not be evil, right? I think I think yeah, I think even now everyone has that little bad side on them. For like if you put like for example someone in a situation like you said where they have to survive, they would always pick themselves. And it's not even a fact of everyone's innocent. People have that side to them, and it's just human nature.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. It's just the reality of life. Some people obviously have a good heart enough to say, fine, I'll let you live and I'll go ahead and just, pass away. That's cool. That's not naturally how things work. But yeah, that's some people are just like that.
So this isn't YT, right?
This is the people I'm talking to right now are on TikTok, but this is streamed everywhere. Everywhere is so everyone can have a discussion. Like the people on the Twitch and the YouTube have TTS, so they can be part of the discussion. So
I'm about to head home. I'm gonna follow your YouTube and Twitch.
yeah, appreciate it, man. No problem, man.
I'm
Thank
surprised you remember me. I was
Fix
like,
is everywhere.
Dude, you used to come on the stream all the times and even try to make me laugh, of course.
All right, well,
All right, man. See you, man.
all right. You have a good day.
But do you think people are naturally racist? Can I say that word without getting banned? R word. I'll just say R word. Do you think people are naturally R word or learn it from other people? I think they naturally are. I could be wrong. Okay, guys. This is why I need you guys' help. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I think people are naturally R word. Here's why.
When you
okay?
gonna do the make me laugh win $100?
Probably sometime later this week. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But here's why I think people are naturally R word, okay? And please correct me if I'm wrong. When you create society, you say, this is me, this is my parents, these are my kids, I like my own, we take care of our own. And then you have a society and you say, we take care of our society, we have laws, okay? You say when you're 18, you're an adult. You say when you're 21, you can drink. You say when you're 16 or whatever, you can drive. You create laws in your society, right? Now imagine your society called the red society meets a different society called the blue society. They don't wait till they're 18, then they're adults. They say when at 14, I'm an adult. They say at 5-year-old, I can drive. They say at 6-year-old, I can go ahead and drink. You as a society say, okay, that's a little weird. Why would you go ahead and do it so young? So because you think you're weird, you've developed this thing called xenophobia. Something different, I don't like it. That comes from self-preservation, but not one self-preservation, societal self-preservation. I don't like them because they're different than us and they do things differently. Now, eventually you start pointing saying, I don't like them because they look different. That's where racism comes in. So yes, I do think that we are inherently Born that way. Yes. Hey Steph, how you doing? Yes, I think you are very right because people are naturally put towards their own that are similar. Exactly. Yes. People prefer their own people and not other people. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm explaining
Kids are
racism.
not naturally racist. They are
You think we are
naturally
born
able
with
to
racism?
differentiate the qualities that make people different. It is society that has developed stereotypes that are so prevalent that they keep into common knowledge and help the youth develop those biases that may become racism.
That is not what I said, Astrophil. What I stated is that people naturally prefer their own. We naturally build tribes. Tribalism, that's the word. We naturally develop tribalism. And due to tribalism, you develop xenophobia for people who are not a part of you. That xenophobia can turn into racism. That's where racism comes in. You say they look different than me, and clearly, since they look different, they're different. They look different,
This
so
is
they're
my
probably
argument,
dumber,
XD.
you know? So, yes. You think we are born with racism? I think we are born naturally catered towards racism.
Imagine being racist, L.
I agree. Racism is a horrible thing. But yes, I think we're born naturally catered towards racism. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Yeah. I don't think, but yes, I think that's how not natural, because we develop tribalism very easily. Do you know? Let me show you what the internet did. This is why I love the internet. This sounds like a biblical take. No, it can be. I think this is more of a societal take, really.
Depends which environment you grow up in, especially for racism.
I agree. Okay, so let me go ahead and explain to you why the internet made this worse, okay? There is some guy in Australia who believes that spaghetti is a god.
I beg to
Spaghetti,
differ.
okay?
Society caters us to develop racism, not the other way around.
That's what I said. Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you. That's what I said. Yes, anyways, okay, what I was saying is, there's a guy in Australia who believes that spaghetti is
Now
a god,
that's
right?
crazy.
I'm giving you an example. I'm not saying for a fact. I'm giving you an example. The guy in Australia believes that spaghetti is a god. Then there is a guy in Mississippi in America who also believes spaghetti is a god. These guys would have never met each other, and everybody would have said, yo, guy in Australia, you're wrong. Guy in Mississippi, you're wrong. And they would move on. Now that you have the internet, the guy in Australia says, I'm going to go ahead and create a Facebook group called the Society of Spaghetti Gods. Now the guy in Mississippi says, Google, is spaghetti a god? Rather than Google saying no, Google says, hey, look at this. Somebody else searched the same thing a week ago. Now, because you see more people thinking that way, you get positive reinforcement in your brain and you say, oh, okay, so clearly society does think spaghetti is a god. You automatically form tribalism. That is how natural it is. Another reason why this happens is football team. They got nothing to do with you, yet you automatically form tribalism. Another example, when you go to school, immediately everybody starts forming little cliques. Tribalism. It's our natural way of thinking. We want to be with our own. We want to survive together. And therefore we say they are surviving on their own. We are surviving on our own. Enemies. We fight each other. And we look different. Racism. That's how racism works. I talk to my friend from Australia on Snapchat every day. Yes. Nice. Social media is banned in Australia. I don't think social media is banned. I think social media maybe is restricted. I don't think it's banned. But anyways, that's how racism is formed, because people
That was a good
tribalize.
statement.
Yeah. But what do you think of that, Astrophil? I don't know if you're still at work or not, right? But what
Spages
do you think?
US. It's banned for people 16 and under.
Ah, 16. What led you to the conclusion that humans are born evil? Okay. Humans are naturally catered to. Humans are born with self-preservation. Every creature is born with self-preservation. Self-preservation leads to selfishness. It's natural, okay? You want things, you want to survive, so therefore you want things. When you want things, you want even more than you need. So you become selfish, also known as greed. Now, when you don't put a limit on that, when you say let it go ahead and do whatever it wants, that's where it becomes evil. Here's an example. I gave this example earlier, okay? A kid is born with the instinct to survive. It's going to cry so that you feed it. It's going to cry so that you wake it up. It's going to cry so that you lift it up. It's going to cry so that you take care of it. It wants to survive. Eventually, it notices that you're doing everything that it wants. So it's going to tell you, I want this specific food. I don't like this specific food. And if you keep saying yes and you don't restrict that selfishness, it's going to keep going. Okay, cool. I want this. And if you tell me no, you're bad. That's how natural people think. I want this. If you tell me no, you're bad. That's why cats, whenever you tell them no, they hiss at you. That's why dogs bark at you. Everybody wants to do what they want. And if you tell them no, you're the bad person. And if you don't teach that kid manners, they go into society saying, I want this, everybody else is wrong. Boom. That's a bad person. That's how evil is formed. Yes. Evil is uncapped selfishness. That's how that works. Yes. But yeah, I think you're born evil, you're thought to be good. But how do we define evil when by society standards it changes through history? You are using how do I describe what you just said? What is a good word for it? A good word for it would be
Jung's collective thesis of mind that theorizes that humans share a collective consciousness where we unconsciously share common knowledge in a telepathic way. He provides the evidence that prehistoric societies shared a common understanding of how to survive, but what explains the phenomenon that most prehistoric, pre-communication societies all believed good or heaven is up in the sky, and evil and hell is below?
Okay, I can explain that last part. Now, I think Jung is wrong in that part, but he may have been in the right track. I will get to your question real quick, Matt Golden. Okay. Why do we naturally think heaven is up and hell is below? Because there's not... Because of the expanse, okay? The way you grow up. Good, you grow up. Trees, when they're fruitful and when they're happy, they grow up. Everything naturally progresses up when things are going right. Keyword, when things are going right, things go up. When things are going wrong, things fall down. When you fall down from a high place, trees fall down when they're not happy, when they're, dead. Things naturally go wrong and they fall down. Things naturally go right, they go up. So eventually you think, wow, up is good, subconsciously, right? Up is good, down is bad. That's how human brains work. And then here's the thing too. Eventually we started looking at the sky and we started seeing stars. We started making connection with the stars and making constellations and whatnot. You think, wow, there is so much more out there.
We all are completely different. So it would be our search for similarities that creates bonds.
Yes.
It would be our unawareness about the similarities that would make us identify something as the other. That is what I think is the reason for xenophobia. Sky pretty dirt ugly.
Basically, sky pretty dirt ugly. You look at the sky, you say, wow, I want more of that. I want to constantly go more. So automatically you think good things must be in the sky. You see the ground is dirty. It's constantly infecting you. The little snakes and stuff on the ground. Naturally, you think up is good, down is bad. Just naturally, And look at, for example, hierarchies, okay? If you want somebody to be a leader, they usually stand on some kind of podium, something to oversee the natural people to say that this person is more. Naturally, we think up is better than down. So therefore, heaven is up, hell is down. That's how we naturally think. But to answer your question, Golden, how do we define evil by societal standard? You're thinking of winner's bias. Winner's bias states whoever wins is good and whoever loses is bad. Yes. If Superman wins, he's the good guy. If Lex Luthor wins, he's the good guy. That's how winner's bias works. If America won, they're the good people in the war. If Japan had won or Germany had won during World War II, history would be thought differently. I guarantee you that. Everybody would say Japan is a great country, great world power. Germany is a great country, great world power. Hail, H word. I'm not going to say it because I could get banned. That's how history would have been thought. So you're thinking of winner's bias. That's what you're thinking of. I hope that answers your question. Weston said, I thought it was like because the clouds was heaven and the devil was like stick in the ground.
Hierarchies are inherently evil in my opinion.
No, I think hierarchies are a natural part of life, but they can become evil. I think it's normal to have a hierarchy. I think if you don't have a hierarchy, you're doing something wrong. Because here's how this works, okay? Let's simplify it to hunter-gatherers. We're all hunter-gatherers. Whoever can catch the most animals and eat is clearly the best hunter-gatherer. So you want to keep setting that guy to go do more because he's the best at it. Hey, bro, you're not so good at it. You caught the least out of everybody. How about this? You stay behind and keep the house for us and save the house and prepare the meal while we go get the meal. You be a housewife. Everybody else goes hunt. Natural hierarchy gets set up. Same thing when you were in school. That kid who was the fastest was the most popular. That kid who was the prettiest was the most popular. We naturally form hierarchy. It's normal. It's not a bad thing. It's a normal thing. Hierarchy is good. I don't know why, but I was
Vix
little
was
when
defo the fastest.
Oh, well, of course, Vix, you were the fastest, of course. But yes, no, natural hierarchies are not a bad thing. They can be a bad thing if you let them, but no, they're a normal thing. They're a pretty good thing. I think you need hierarchies. Yeah. Hierarchies help you understand your place in the world. If you don't have hierarchies, you wouldn't know your place in the world. Yeah, everybody would say they can do whatever they want, you know? We have presidents for a reason. We have waiters for a reason.
But no one is good at everything.
I'm
Division
for
of
sure
labor.
evil. I believe you. But no one is good at everything. Division of labor. That's where you get roles. Roles require you to
Was
have.
Truth the prettiest on the playground?
I was not. I was not. I was the most creative, and I was the funniest, but I was not the prettiest. I eventually became the prettiest. Anyways, wait, but the smartest kid was weird. Exactly. Days Wavy says I'm for sure evil. No, I believe you. Now, I was going to answer somebody's question. Who's that question? I was going to answer Abrarek. Is that how you say your name? Division of labor? Yes. So you say
Hot take.
roles, right?
Scar was justified in killing Mufasa. Mufasa was hogging all the bitches astrip 33 ICANT.
Rightfully. Mufasa had every right to hog all of them. Here's why. This is how lions think. I will go ahead and fight to see who is the dominant male, okay? And whoever is the dominant male clearly has the better genetics. They have the better teeth. They have the better nails. They have the better form. They have the better hair. Whoever is the best at fighting is clearly the one that you want to continue reproducing. Because let's say the tigers want to come take over. Let's say the elephants want to come take over. The leopards want to take over. You want your best lion out there. So how do you make your best lion? By figuring out who's the best. And whoever is the best, you give that person the most girls so that we can create more best lions. So naturally Mufasa that's why Mufasa was bigger than Scar. Naturally Mufasa, there's a reason why Scar was skinny, you know? You want to create more of the best one and then have that be the mainstay. That's how people it's genetics. It's how it works, okay? But yes, Mufasa had every right to have all the women. It's just natural way of life, okay? But yes. So if my newborn is barely born, does that make my newborn evil? Should I be worried? If you don't teach your newborn to be good, yes. Yes. If you don't teach your newborn to be good, yes. What's up, Alex Ramos? I haven't seen you in a minute.
The animal kingdom is racist AF Astrip 33 Omega.
The animal kingdom is not racist. The animal kingdom is honest. The animal kingdom says, hey, I don't care about your feelings. Whatever is right, and right is might. If you're not strong, you're not right, you're weak. That's what the animal kingdom states. We used to think like that, and then we got infected with society and saying, okay, well, does he have to be wrong? What if we can all live together? Kumbaya. That's how we are as humans. But yes, you said born. Yes. I will explain that again, I guess. You were born with self-preservation. Self-preservation leads to selfishness. Selfishness uncapped, Hakuna Matata, exactly, Weston. Selfishness uncapped becomes evil. So, by extension, you are born catered towards evil. But yes, I like the way the animal kingdom works, though. It's not friendly, but it's correct. Whatever is fit to survive is the right way to go about things. That's also how we continue in society. Whoever is the strongest, let's say we were all like, they low-key smarter and more logical. Animals can be more logical, not more smarter. They're more logical. They're too, logic and smart can go hand in hand, but they're not always the same thing. So, let's say we were in a zombie apocalypse, right? Luna, hey, how you doing? Let's say we were all in a zombie apocalypse. Naturally, whoever can kill the most zombies and survive the longest is the one you want to lead you.
Because power changed forms. For your might is right comment.
Yes. Naturally, whoever can survive the longest and destroy the most zombies is the one you want leading you, right? So you have them get whatever they want. Hey, bro, please continue to protect me and continue to provide for me, and I will give you whatever you want. You want more kids? Sure. Like, you know, they're a blank slate. Yes. No, babies are not a blank slate. Babies are a blank slate in the sense that you can teach them things, but they're not a blank slate in the sense that they're not evil. No, if that's what you're saying, Alex Ramos. No, babies are not a blank slate in that term. If that's what you're saying, I don't know if that's what you're saying or not. Animals are usually natural in a type of zombie apocalypse situation. Yes, bro. Yes, they are. Okay, babies are a blank slate in the terms that you can teach them how society works. They're not They're not a natural blank slate. Here's what I mean by that. When a baby is born, it already knows that crying is how it asks for help. Do you think that's a blank slate? Where did it learn that? It's not a blank slate. It knows that crying is how it asks for help. It knows that hunger is not a good thing. It knows that eating is good. It knows that predators are a bad thing. So it gets curious. You're born with 3 instincts. Can it kill me? Can I eat it? Can I reproduce with it? Those are your 3 base instincts. That's not a blank slate. You are being taught other things. Yeah, sure. But no, you are born with instincts, you know? Even morally, they're a blank slate. Yes. Morally, you're a blank slate. You are taught morals. You're not born with morals. Morally, you're a blank slate. But other than that, no. Kids are not a blank slate. Buddy, let me ask ChatGPT. Oh, Lord have mercy. I like you, man. I like you. You're pretty cool. You're pretty cool. I am curious what ChatGPT says. Oh, man. That was good, man. I am curious what they say. Ah, man. But, because power change forms for your right might makes right. Oh gosh, not ChatGPT. Hey Emmy, how you doing? I don't know, man. Alex, get up here. Let's discuss this. What's up, Mari? How you doing? But yes, Alex, I would love to have this discussion with you.
Vix is being artsy RN.
Yeah, I will go ahead and check that out later, Vix. I will. I'm okay, just cold. You should wear a jacket. You should do that. You should wear a jacket. Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, we could discuss it. I don't think natural instincts take away from the slate. You are 100% right. You are 100% right. Genuinely, you are. You're not wrong for that. You're not wrong for that. I want to know. Want to know what? You want to know what ChatGPT said? Yes. Go ahead. What does ChatGPT say? Yes. Actually, first, what question did you ask ChatGPT? Because ChatGPT responds based on your prompt. Based on your prompt. So what did you ask and what did it say? And then, am I ugly? Oh, Lord have mercy. That's what you asked? Really? 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 What did it say? Oh my gosh, man. Jeez. I want to know what ChatGPT. I guess. I don't know why that's what you asked. Jeez, man. But yes, Alex. If you could come up here, I would love to like discuss it with you more. You know, so it doesn't feel like I'm talking down like at you. You know, if you want to, you don't have to. You know. But yeah, it's up to you. But I can still like talk to you this way. I just would prefer it if you're up here. ChatGPT about to go evil on him. Wait, what was I supposed to ask ChatGPT? GG's, man. Come on, man. Jeez. Oh, man. Unbound. What's up, Unbound? How you doing? Bro. Okay. Go to... Yeah. I can't at the moment. That's fine, Alex Ramos. That's fine. But yes. Now, Mari, earlier you said you don't know, man. I'm guessing you mean you don't know about this whole humans are born evil thing. That's fine. That's completely fine. Everybody was arguing with me about it, and I hope I'm wrong. The goal is I want to be wrong. That's why I'm doing this. Hey Becky, I hope Becky can prove me wrong. I hope Becky can prove me wrong. But yes, so this is what I naturally came to the conclusion of. Okay, my thought process was we are born with the idea of self-preservation. We want to live, so therefore we want to eat. Eventually you say I want. And you stop saying, I want to live, you just say, I want. When you say, I want, that's called selfishness. You start to greed and selfishness, you start to decide to want. That want being uncapped is what creates evil. When you don't cap your selfishness, it creates evil. Because you then eventually start to take from other people. And evil is described as negatively affecting somebody else. That's the general description of evil. Yes. Let me finish my Apex game. GG's. I didn't know people still played Apex. But yes, That is why I believe we are naturally born evil. Sunny, what's up, Emmy? But yes, some people believe that this is a theological or like a biblical standpoint. It can be. It's not inherently. I think this is how you are with society, regardless of if you include the Bible or not, you know? You should get dark blue braces next time. The ones before this were red. These ones are pink. I could do dark blue braces. Sure. I could do dark blue. Young Reezy, what's up? How you been? I could do dark blue. Sure. I wanted to do gold, but the thing is, if I did gold, it would make it look like I have yellow teeth. And I don't have yellow teeth. So I didn't do gold, you know? Dark blue, yeah. Okay. Dark blue is definitely your color. You want to know what's funny, guys? I don't like blue. I don't like the color blue. My two favorite colors.
Vix needs braces and she is not excited.
Yeah, gold is not good. Yeah. I don't like the color blue. My favorite color, everything I even have like a red do-rag. I have a whole red do-rag and everything. My favorite colors are two things. White and red. Those are my two favorite colors. That's why the reason why I like this shirt is because it has white and red.
Everything you got is blue.
No, everything I got is red. Everything you see is blue. Everything I got is red. I have everything that's either red or white or some variation of that. But yes, the reason why I like playing the Nintendo Switch is because it has red in it. The reason why my favorite hat is this is because it's red and white. My favorite colors are red and white. I don't like blue, but I have blue. Where's the red do-rag? Right here. Right here. I just didn't want to wear it because it wouldn't match what I have on. I've been told I look good in blue, though, so I wear blue, you know? But my favorite color is not blue. I don't like blue. Yes, I don't.
Gotta get braces, so we are gonna be matching twin.
Oh my gosh, I would love that, actually. Yeah.
Where's the red eyes?
Red eyes? I don't have red eyes. I wish. Vanessa, how you doing? Okay, let me go ahead and read what Ramos said. Yeah, if there's no cap on desire, I can see how it leads to evil, but desire itself is not evil. No, yes, 100% agree. This is why okay, I'm going to go ahead and teach you guys something. Hey twin, I'm going to go ahead and teach you guys something. Ego is not a bad thing. I know you were raised to think ego is a bad thing. No. Ego was invented by the Greek people. Okay, cool. Ego was invented by the Greek people. Ego simply means I, self. Ego means your individuality. Pride is a bad thing. Now, where does the word ego becoming a bad thing came from? When people always try to focus on themselves, you say you have focusing on your ego, you're focusing too much on your ego, you have an egoistic personality. That's where ego became a bad thing, when people are prioritizing themselves over others. Ego is not a bad thing. You need an ego. If you don't have an ego, you get insecurity.
Egotistical.
Yes. If you don't have an ego, you become negative. You start having insecurities. Ego is a good thing. Raise your kids to have an ego and be humble enough to know that your ego can get better. Ooh, I just made a quote. Raise your kids to have an ego and be humble enough to know that your ego can become better. Here's how that works. Raise your kids to say, hey, I am the best. No. Raise your kids to say, I am really good at what I do, but I could get better. So I will learn from other people who are doing better than me and then get better. That's how you get better at soccer games. That's how you get better at football. That's how you get better at learning. You say, I am good at math, but I can get better. Raise your kids to have an ego and then teach them to be humble enough to know that they can get better. Ooh, bro, let me go ahead and quote that, bro. Oh my gosh.
That's how I was RQAISED and I am goated. Be like Vix, everybody.
Thank you, Maury, for the follow. No, guys, don't be like Vix. I'm kidding. But yes, hey, is that Bryce? Bryce, do you disagree with me? I hope Bryce disagrees so I can discuss it with him. Laura's Corner, hey, how you doing? But yes, can somebody go ahead and quote what I just said, by the way? I feel like I need to patent it. Can we go ahead and quote it and spread it? Raise your kids to have an ego and teach them to be humble enough to know they can be better. Yeah. Damn. Sheesh, bro. I should be a philosopher type shit. Oh, man. But yeah, you guys just watch me invent a new whole phrase. I feel so proud of myself.
Put it on a poster.
Put it on a poster? Yeah, I'll put it on a poster with a cat in the background. And and the cat has like a graduation cap or something, right? Oh, man. Autonomous Talker. Thank you so much for following the The YouTube. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Wood frame.
Yeah, I should definitely frame that. But yes, is Bryce Brain Vomit still here? I want to know if Bryce agrees with me. Bryce, I believe humans are born evil. Do you agree or not? Bryce is somebody who I consider to have a brain. Not a lot of people have a brain. Yes, not a lot of... Okay, fair enough. Not a lot of people know how to use their brain. Everyone has a brain. Yeah, they just don't know how to use it. Yeah, apparently we need a tutorial. We need a manual for the brain. And people don't have that. I developed a manual for the brain. I believe it.
Learn from Vix.
No, don't learn from Vix. I have a manual on how to use your brain. I can teach you guys how to use your brain, but not a lot of people know how to do it. It's very rare. Very, very rare. Yes. Astrophil knows how to use his brain sometimes. Ninja...
I agree because of what the Bible teaches.
Well, you see, now you made it theological. The thing is, I was trying to avoid it being theological. Somebody asked earlier, is this like a Bible/theology thing? And I told them no, it's a societal thing. But yes, I guess the Bible does teach that humans are born evil. So does that mean I'm right, guys? If the Bible says I'm right, does that mean I'm right? Is that how that works, guys? Like, am I like... Am I justified now? Is that how that works? I'm curious. If the Bible says I'm right, more philosophical, I agree. It's more philosophical than theological. But if the Bible says I'm right, does that like I'm automatically right? Like there is no room for argument, right? Like, come on, that's it, right? We're good, right? We're automatically set. There is no room for argument. No, you still have to quote and back up claims. Fuck. So you mean to tell me to prove I'm right, I can't have people say I'm right? I have to explain and walk you through the logical conclusion that I came through? You're telling me I can't just have people say I'm right? Gosh darn it. Bring back the patriarchy. Why can't I just say I'm right? Damn it. Ah, man. Does anyone else miss the patriarchy? Is it just me? Like, no? Okay, fine. All right.
From a philosophical point, I also agree. Humans
up,
have
Nate
a natural
Dogg?
predisposition to the wrong choices.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that for semantics, for semantical reasons, not because you're wrong. You're right. Humans have the natural predisposition towards the wrong choices. It's not the phrase I would use. I would say humans have the natural predisposition towards their own desires. What you desire isn't inherently wrong. It's just what you desire. What makes it wrong is how it affects you and others. That's what makes it wrong. So I would specify it differently. There's a girl recently that used the Bible as a source but didn't quote the site's scholarly sources. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Scholarly sources and got a 0. Ah, really? Interesting. I mean, I feel like that's the same with me. Like, I know what the Bible says off the top of my head. I just cannot give you the exact verse. I can tell you the general place. Like, I know what Psalm says. I know what Romans says. I just cannot give you the exact verse. So I'll probably get a 0 too. You know? So I think I see what you're saying. I definitely agree with you, Alex. But yeah, I don't think humans have a natural disposition towards wrong choices. I think they just have a natural disposition towards their choices. And then how it affects people is what decides if it's wrong or not. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's how I would phrase that. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. You guys are pretty cool. I love you guys. We're surrounded by smart people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow. I never thought I would say this, but I am usually surrounded by dumb people. My everyday life.
You argued that evil is basically defined to be harming and hurting other people. And you argue that humans are born evil, which basically means that babies are able to harm or hurt people. I think I am pretty cool too.
Okay, so yes, babies are capable of harming people if not taught to do otherwise. Because think about it. Kids want food. And what's the best tasting food? Probably dessert. Some people say it's chicken. I think it's dessert, okay? So kids want sweet because it tastes better than broccoli. So if you don't tell the kid to eat broccoli, it's going to always eat sweet. And the next time somebody takes the sweet away from it, it's going to cry. And eventually the kid is going to learn to not let people take things away from it and start hurting things that take it away from it. That's why animals have claws, to hurt you if you try to take things away from them.
If there is a 2-year-old baby, they will not stab someone no matter how they are taught.
They will not stab someone, but they will prioritize themselves over someone. A 2-year-old can harm another 2-year-old by saying,
humans aren't
hey,
born evil, why do they have to be taught what's good at a young age?
they do have to be taught what's good at a young age. Yes. 2-year-olds do not work well with each other.
I used to bite people, but they won't cause physical harm if they are young.
Well, because they can't. Okay, simply because you can't doesn't mean you're a good person, okay? Simply because you don't have the ability to invent a nuclear bomb, that does not mean you wouldn't use it, okay? That's not how that works.
My fiance works in childcare and would disagree.
Yeah, simply
Even
because
using a
you
tool
can't
like a
do
knife
something
or a
doesn't mean
weapon,
you're...
you know?
Okay, you just posed a very good idea, okay? You just posed a very good idea. So let me go ahead and propose you guys this question. Okay? This is the question. Let me go ahead and figure out how to phrase it. Okay. If you don't have the choice to do good or evil, does that make you a good person?
You said it, learned. Your arguments revolve on them learning to do evil, not about being born evil.
It's a natural progression. It's a natural progression. Okay. But yeah, the question is,
if they are young, they may not be strong enough, but weapons are. They
what's
have
up, Border
chance,
Bunny? How you doing?
but will not.
Okay, so again, I'll go ahead and phrase the question again. If you don't have the choice to do good or bad things, are you a good person? Okay? If I put you in chains so you don't have the choice to hurt anyone, does that make you a good person? I think no. I think it just makes you a person without a choice. I don't think you're a good person simply because you're restrained. I think you're a good person. Okay. So same thing with babies. Because they're not able to harm somebody does not mean they are good people. It just means they're not able to harm. Given the ability to harm, they will do it. That's why we have things like the Purge movies. That's why we have things like social media. Let me show you how social media works. I am behind the screen. The person in Australia does not know who I am, so therefore they're not going to hurt me. I will go ahead and call them every slur in the book, and they can't do anything about it. And if they block me, I will make another account and do it again. Lack of accountability allows people to be trolls and toxic.
Using weapons, though, not strength. Well, with that logic, humans are neither born good nor evil. They just are.
No, humans have a natural disposition towards evil. Natural disposition. Keyword, natural disposition, okay? Humans naturally cater towards evil. They're thought to be good. I agree with
Bryce. Also applies to evil as well.
Okay, so do they though? Yes, let me go ahead and explain. Again, with your natural born for self-preservation, you want things for yourself. That's where selfishness comes in. Eventually, you start saying, I want things for myself despite how it affects everybody else. That's what happens when you don't cap that selfishness. That's what makes it evil. When you do it despite everybody else.
I'm not saying that's my stance. That's just what comes with the chain argument.
And I just explained to you why that chain argument does not link up. When you don't cap your selfishness, it becomes evil. That's what happens. When you don't teach the kid good manners, the kid becomes an evil person. As I'm sure you've noticed kids who are not raised right. Yes. You naturally become evil when you don't get taught good things. Naturally. So. Yeah. It's just the natural course of like nature. You know?
Do I have TTS? This is a test.
Yes, you do. Everybody has TTS. Just don't say anything weird, please. That's all I ask. Don't say anything weird. Everybody has TTS right now. Just please don't say anything weird. I'd really appreciate it. Yeah. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? What I just said?
Weird.
Weird?
Evil equals free will.
No. Free will leaves room for evil. That's the correct statement. Evil does not equal free will. Free will leaves room for evil. Yeah, you got it backwards. No, evil does not equal free will. Yeah, let's not go towards that train of thought. That's a very bad train of thought.
No, it's in the good book.
It's a no, no, no. That's not how that works. Free will leaves room for evil. You know what? I don't want to have a theological discussion. I don't want to have, but we could.
The devil had free will.
And that left room for him to be evil. Didn't it? Didn't it? Okay, fine. We'll go ahead and make it theological. Okay, here. I'll go ahead and tell you guys what happened, okay? The devil had free will, so it left room to be evil. Here's what happened in the Garden of Eden. God could have never put the tree of good and evil there, okay?
No,
He
but
could have
free
only
will
put the
made
tree of
him
life.
evil. See, now
God
I
could have-
want to get into the discussion of the reliability of the Bible as a historical source.
That's a whole different. That now you're talking about history. I'm talking about philosophy. Okay, so God could have simply not give them the rule. Okay, He could have simply just say, "Hey guys, just live on." Okay, but instead he specifically gave them a rule saying, "Hey, do not eat from here, and if you don't, good. If you do, bad." That's a rule. That rule allows you to have a choice. You are not good until you have a choice. Given the choice, then you are good. Okay, same thing with love. You don't love something until you can choose it. Okay, love is a choice. Love is not an emotion. All of that stuff. You can only be good because you choose good, and we naturally chose evil. Simple. We just naturally chose evil. Is that being evil or just falling to temptation? That's not two different things. Those are not exclusively different. They can be, but they're not exclusively different in this scenario. In the scenario we're talking about with the Garden of Eden, choosing to fall for temptation was choosing evil. In that specific scenario, it was choosing evil. But yes, what happened in the Garden of Eden was God gave them a choice to be good people or not be good people, and they chose to not be good people. Simple as that. Most people choose to not be good people. You have to choose and go out of your way to be a good person. So, yeah. Evil is easier. I assure you. Being evil and being selfish is way easier. And it's natural. That's why you get awarded for doing good things. Because you chose not to. But, yeah. So, I didn't want to make it theological. But you guys wanted to make it theological. That's fine.
Depends on culture.
Depends on culture? No, that's where you get laws. Laws depends on
Just
culture.
out of curiosity, as a Christian yourself, how do you separate theology and philosophy?
Okay. So theology is saying, how do we think relatively in accordance to God? Philosophy is saying, how do we think? Simple.
No, it does depend on culture, because every culture has different genes.
Okay, I see what you're saying. But yes, theology is saying, how do we think relatively to God? Philosophy is simply saying, how do we think? That's how the whole famous question says, to be or not to be. Theology will state, to be or not to be according to God. Philosophy just simply states, to be or not to be. So theology just gives it an extra level of like layer and stuff. That's the difference between theology and philosophy. Yeah. So. Yeah. If I said, wow, I want to know how Alex thinks, that's philosophy and psychology. If I said, I want to know how Alex thinks with his relationship to God, that's theology. You know? So, yeah, that's how I would differentiate it. So, I hope that makes sense. Yeah. I'm curious to know what you guys think, though. Does that add up or no? You guys are silent. I see theology as a category. I mean, yeah. Philosophy is also a category, isn't it? Oh, wait. Are you saying philosophy is... Oh, wait. Are you saying theology is a category of philosophy? You might be onto something. You might be onto something. Yeah. Philosophy. Yeah. Theology is a category of philosophy. You might... Yeah. I can't argue with that. Yeah. You might be right. Theology is a category. Yeah. Okay. Hey, that's not off. You might be onto something over there. Yeah. What does that statement go? Bilu, you're thinking. Is there a difference of being a bad person or an evil person? Because evil sounds worse than bad. It does sound worse than bad, doesn't it? Bad is a decision. Evil, I think, is a series of action. I think. Okay, I could be wrong. Okay, this is me just spitballing. Okay, this is me just spitballing. But I think evil is a series of actions, and bad is just a decision. I think. Yeah. I think evil is intent. Bad is just a happenstance. For example, when food is expired, it's bad. That does not mean the food is evil. It didn't intend to expire. It's just bad, you know? When fire burns you, it's bad. Did the fire intend to burn you? No, so it's not evil, right? I think evil is the intent, and then bad is the natural, like, state, you know?
Evil milk.
Yeah, evil milk. Okay, because philosophy involves basic morals in relation to laws, etc. Craving food and power are lower vibrations, so we are born evil technically. Fair enough. Bad is more a choice, and while evil is more intention to it. Exactly, yes. Yeah. I think bad is the state of things or the choice you make, and then evil is the intention, you know? Yeah. So by extent, I guess evil is worse than bad. Even though that's not how it really goes, but yeah. But that's a very good question, Wave Blessed. You guys are out here like asking. See, this is the live streams I like to
Evil
have.
itself comes from morality, which is not a concept humans are born with. Then how do we label born evil when it doesn't exist for them until they are taught?
And that's a great question. Okay. Perfect. Let me go ahead and answer that. We label things evil based on how they affect not only just you, but your surroundings. Because remember how I say you are selfish and you keep wanting more. When you start taking from everybody else simply because you want, that's where it becomes evil. I want all the women in the world. Now, when somebody else wants the women and I take the women from them, I'm an evil person. I want all the food in the world. When I take the food from my neighbor, that's when it becomes evil. Evil is how it affects everyone else. How it affects everyone else. That's what evil is. So that's a very good question. Yes. Think about villains that are evil for the for the F of it, and villains that where we understand why they are. Yeah. I agree 100%. That's why original ancestry sin exists. I mean, yeah. I guess this has to be theology, huh? I was trying to do it without theology. What happened to try not to laugh? Yeah. Today I decided not to give you guys money and I decided to make you guys smarter. I hope you guys can forgive me. I guess we have to make this a theology thing. I didn't want it to have to be theology, but I guess it can be, right?
Education.
Education, yeah. Yes, I hope you guys like these educational streams. It gives like food for thought, you know. We're able to like think and like come to like thought processes and stuff. Like Alex just taught me a few things, you know. He proved me wrong in some things. So like W Alex, you know. But yeah. Evil is how things get affected.
We can't avoid theology. The word comes from it.
That's true. In a theology sense, that's why I say ancestral sin. We have the nature of Eve when she sinned. I have a theological question. Okay, you specified the nature of Eve. Would you also say the nature of Adam? Because the Bible also specifies that, you know, the nature of Adam too, you know, like you are of Adam, so therefore you're sinful. You know, it's not just Eve, right? So it can be both, right? Right? Or Eve rebelled against God, so we inherit her. Right, but you know, like
original sin.
Yeah, but Adam being the head. Well, yes, Adam also sinned, but Eve did it. Oh, right. I took a philosophy class, so I'm interested in the topic. I am interested in this because I like to think. I like being wrong. People don't like being wrong. I get it.
So
okay?
Are they saying we inherit Eve's original sin?
Yes, we inherit Eve's and Adam's original sin, but they say Eve because Eve came first in the sin. Anyways, I like being wrong because there's nothing I love more than being right. And I know that I'm not perfect, so eventually I will be wrong. So I like when people teach me to be wrong so that I can love being right. Is it painful being wrong? Absolutely. It hurts my feelings sometimes. But it gives me the opportunity to be right, which I love. So I live in a world where I am probably the smartest person most of my friends know. But I got there because I was wrong a lot of times. I wasn't born this way. I was wrong a bunch of times till eventually I became right. So, yeah.
Eve's sin and Adam's guilt according to Augustine.
Saint Augustine? Is that who you're talking about? Eve's sin and Adam's guilt. You know, actually, I want to phrase that differently. I don't think it should be phrased Eve's sin and Adam's guilt. I think it should be phrased Eve's sin and Adam's lack of accountability. Because here's the thing: when God said, "Do not eat of the garden of fruit of good and evil," who was there? Adam. Eve wasn't there yet. Adam eventually related, or maybe God later told it to Eve. We don't get the specification, but we come to the conclusion that maybe Adam related to Eve, right? But the person specifically told to, that specific rule was told to was Adam, right? So Adam is supposed to care for the garden and everything within the garden. He's the rule maker. He's the provider,
Men
the
not
protector.
taking accountability is inherited, huh? Jokin'.
No, I agree. Adam is supposed to be the one who establishes things. He should have told Eve, no. He should have told the snake, get away from my wife. I decide what happens here and we're not eating from that fruit. So that's what I think happens. I think Eve's sin and Adam's lack of accountability is what we inherited. Yes. Does that make sense? Do you guys agree with me?
Wait, hold up.
Oh, he got music in the background.
Yeah,
What's up?
I had Lucky playing. What? Hold on. Huh? All right. Sorry, I was talking to my sister. What I was
You're
talking about though, how the ancestor and original sin is the nature in a philosophy sense. Like if you're using a Christian bias, and I think Muslims and Jews and whoever believes in Adam and Eve would agree with this. We inherit the nature to sin of her, but we don't inherit the actual sin. Because the Western world, like Catholics and Protestants, they believe in original sin, which basically means anybody born you're sinful, like you have sin. Which, by that sense, babies have sin, which does not sound that right. Hold on!
It doesn't add up. Yeah, no, that doesn't add up. You're right. But yeah. What he's saying does make sense by theological standpoints. Babies, whenever they do unalive, like let's say a baby was like born prematurely or whatever, right, and unalives, they do go to heaven. We get an establishment of that in the Bible and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So no, they're not born with sin, but they're born with a predisposition.
Like
to sin.
because how the Orthodox views it, because I'm sure you remember how I blabbered on like a month ago on live, about how the Orthodox views it though, is basically it's like an infection pretty much. The Catholics say believe the infection got you already, like you're dead you're unalive pretty much. But the Orthodox views it as an infection, like you're born with infection to sin. And it's an infection, it's gonna happen eventually, and that's the reason why we pass away, is because we still are guilty of the person's of Eve's acts, but we don't have we're not born with it. Like we're not born with actual sin, but we're born with the nature to sin. That's why the East, they use the word ancestral sin instead of original sin, like the West does, like Catholics. And that kind of all roots to how all humans are born evil, because it's sin. Sin is evil, and you're born with the nature to sin. So it all kind of loops around. Like pretty much anything to do with anything is philosophy if you think about it, unless it's like brain rot.
Well, anything that has to do with the thought process is philosophy. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much anything. Pretty much anything to do with humans, technically.
Yeah.
Like nearly everything. And that's I would agree with you, but yeah, some people might word it differently.
Now the question I want to ask is, I want to also ask this to Alex Ramos. The question I want to ask is, at what point does philosophy become psychology?
Think about evil versus bad. Is it just hurting people? What about the theological evils of lechery, sodomy, incest, and compare it to natural behavior from the ancient and the animal kingdom?
Evil isn't described as how you hurt somebody, it's described as how you affect somebody. Yeah, it doesn't have to be hurt, it just needs to be affect. Yeah. Whatever the effect is can be evil. Not always, but can be evil. But yes, the question I wanted to ask is, at what point does philosophy become psychology? And I think philosophy is the thought process, but psychology is the is the why? I think either philosophy is the why or psychology is the what. You know, it's one of those. It's one of those. I'm not giving this enough thought. So at some point, philosophy does become psychology when you're figuring out how. Okay, no.
When I gotta go,
Philosophy
I
is
gotta
how
walk.
do we think, and psychology is why did he do what he did. I think
When I'll
that's
be
what it
back.
is.
I gotta go wash dishes.
Hey, you're good, man. You're good.
Yeah, I was just coming up here.
Yeah. But yeah, I think what it is that philosophy is how we think, and psychology is why did we do what we did. I think that's what it is. Okay, I think I figured it out. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I think philosophy is the how do we think, and then psychology is the why do we think. Yeah. Joycey Poo, what's up? How you doing? How you been? I hope you're doing good. I hope you're taking good care of yourself. Yeah. We've been live for only an hour and 30 minutes. I thought it was longer than this. I'll be honest with y'all. I thought we've been live for like 2 hours already. Nah, it's only been an hour and 30 minutes. That's crazy. Has it really? That's a short time. I could have sworn we've been live longer than this. When did I even start? I think I started at around 2, right?
I am struggling with this art thing, Sai.
What part of the art? I know art. I'm pretty good at art. I can help with art. I am something of an artist myself. Yeah. My cheeks swollen. I got my wisdom teeth pulled. Ooh, that's the worst. Oh, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Yeah, that's the worst. Yeah. Hey, it'll get better.
I
I'm
am
sorry.
using a fine liner and I have very unsteady hands.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I cannot advise you on that one. Get good. That's the only advice I can give you. Get good. Yeah. Yeah, that's skill based. Yeah. Skill based matchmaking at that point. I look like handsome Squidward.
Check fine
That's a
arts
good
for the
thing, though.
WIP.
Gotcha. That's a good thing though. Handsome Squidward is specified handsome for a reason, you know? That's a good thing. I wonder if like the what is I think is it called the Da Vinci Code? What is it called whenever like the fine I don't think it's the fine tuning. Like it's supposed to be like that the symmetry or whatever. There's this thing like I think it's like by Leonardo da Vinci. It's like the way we describe beauty, like the symmetry of things. I forgot what it was. Oh my gosh. I forgot the exact name of it. Oh my gosh. I feel like somebody knows it. Da Vinci. Let me look it up. I gotta look. It's right under like the tip of my tongue. Like it's not. Is it perfect symmetry? I don't think that's the word for it. The
Vitruvian Man?
No, not Vitruvian Man. Was it? Was it Da Vinci symmetry? I don't remember. Like, it's like I'm not thinking of seven. No, like like it's how we describe like what makes somebody like pretty, right? Like the symmetrical like of the eyes and like the nose. Oh, I forgot what it was. What is it called? The golden ratio? I think that's what it is. The golden ratio. I think it's the golden ratio. Hold on. Golden ratio. I think it's golden ratio. Is it called the golden ratio? It might be. It might be the golden
the
ratio.
swirl thingy.
Yeah, I think it might be the golden ratio. I think that's what it is. Yes. Yeah, I think it's the golden ratio. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that gave me a stump. Wasn't that Da Vinci who invented the golden ratio? Who invented the golden ratio? Yes, who invented it? It was not Da Vinci. Why did I think it was Da Vinci? It was not Da Vinci. That's weird. I could have sworn it was Da Vinci. Yeah. Oh, it's somebody called. No, I think I don't know. I don't know. Why did I think it was Da Vinci? That's weird. Anyways, yeah, I don't know why I automatically thought it was Da Vinci. It's not Da Vinci. Okay, never mind, guys. Da Vinci did not invent the golden ratio. But yes, That's what I thought about whenever you say handsome Squidward, and then Vic said art. I was thinking about the beauty in the art and how that works. But yeah, I do have a stream later on tonight that we gotta do. We have to do a interview stream, and then we gotta stream the gaming awards. So I will go ahead
You see
and
the golden ratio in a lot of Da Vinci's art, that's why, such as
That's
Mona
why,
Lisa
okay.
and the Vitruvian Man, people have studied his art.
yes, that's what it is. Oh yay, fun. Yes, I will go ahead and do those two. Like Sarah, I'm surprised you're still here. You just don't want to talk, huh? But yes, guys. So we will go ahead and end this stream right here. I will continue another stream later around like 6 p.m. So like in 2 hours, roughly, right? In 2 hours. And yeah, so I will see you guys later. I hope everybody has a beautiful evening or a beautiful next 2 hours. I hope you
Check
guys
fine
all
arts
eat
on stream.
and have a good moment. And oh, you want me to check it on the stream? Okay, I will. But yes, thank you guys so much, and
I want to
love
see
you
your
all.
thoughts.
You're all the best. Okay, I will show you here. I just ended the TikTok stream, but I'll still be on YouTube. Let me go ahead and check fine arts here for you.
Thanks, Truth. Enjoy the time.
Yeah, of course, no problem, no problem. Let me go ahead and check fine arts. Where's the fine arts channel? I gotta look it up. Fine arts. Okay, there we go. Fine arts channel. Okay, let me go ahead and okay. So this one is a girl. She looks of Asian descent. Ooh, you even did the hatching and cross hatching? Well, no, just hatching. You didn't do any cross hatching. But okay. That's and so who's whispering to her? Is that like an Eren Yeager whisper or whatever? But this is good. This is good. Oh, this is really good. I like this. I feel like we need to work on the symmetry of the person whispering to her. But this is good. I like it. Oh, wow. I would rate this drawing a 7 out
It's
of 10.
Genji Ito's art. I am doing an atrist study tea.
Okay. Yeah, I would give this a 7 out of 10 until it's finished, then maybe an 8 out of 10. But yeah, this is very good. The reason I don't want to give it a 9 out of 10 is because of the guy who's whispering. It doesn't look like he doesn't look symmetrical. Or like he looks like he's squished. Maybe that's intentional, right? But yeah. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. This is beautiful. This is really Should I start drawing again, guys? I haven't drawn in so long. Maybe I should.
She is in fact squished D.
She is squished. Okay, then it's a 9 out of 10 drawing. It is a 9 out of 10 drawing. But yes, guys, if I do start doing a drawing stream, should I start doing it? The thing is, I don't think anybody is gonna sit here and watch me doing a draw stream.
Tee, thank you, Pookums.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's gonna sit and watch me do a draw stream.
I would.
I guess some people call it boring. I find it fun, but we'll see. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a beautiful evening. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your family and friends, and I'll see you guys.
Bye.